Hi there, this is Wright, and you're watching my playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. If you like what you see, consider liking and commenting on this video. Also hit that subscribe button if you want to be the latest to find out what happens next. Anyways, don't want to keep you waiting, please enjoy. Alright, hello, this is Wright. Welcome back to another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we are going to be continuing doing the third case of the game. We're, I think, going to be finishing the final part of the case. We'll do investigations for the final time, and we're also probably going to go on trial again for the final time and finish this case once and for all. So yes, I hope everyone is excited to see what is going to be happening, and yeah, what fun voice acting will I be doing. Anyways, without further ado, let's continue the game. Okay. October 19, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Okay. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Wait, did I not save? I feel like I did save. Again? That... Oh, bloody hell. Serious? I thought I saved! Okay, never mind. So... time skip!
A few minutes later.
And we're back. Yes. Nothing changed. It's just suddenly we're back here. Yes. Let's continue. Okay. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under this initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? That's bullshit. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's go, and the studio main gate, I guess? I'm going to voice old bad again. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. The old wingback sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful, like this. Nick, I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if you wanted. You eat, you die. Well, she's alive. Let me ask you, okay? I was wondering about Dee Vasks, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's software pushover. Does whatever Vass tells him to. She treats him like dirt. I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Oh, you're so naive, Maya. So naive. That doesn't make any sense. Does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Calm down. We'll talk later. Probably should go to that trailer, right? October 19th, Studio One entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, and he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Yes, maybe. So let's find out. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vask. Hello? H-E-L-L-O. H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh! Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. Not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I knew it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. So uncooperative. Wonder what's your deal? October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. So there's no one here. Nothing about here changed, so let's go. Go away from here, I think. That's what I need to do. Talk to the director, probably. Employee area. Is the kid still around? Probably not. October 19, Global Studios employee area. I guess they are not filming today either. I did want to see them filming. Just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. this is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No. No touching. Eek. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Do you mean I almost had a heart attack? I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic? Indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Alright. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I've got to take the plate back to the precinct. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Is it going to change color? Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Okay. On a large bone, okay. Why is there traces of sleeping pill on the steak? Not in a drink, but in the steak. Okay. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should street suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Ashworth, though. How is Ashworth doing, anyway? Mr. Ashworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Ashworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. This is pretty much... It's like... If the level of proof to, you know... prove our client's innocence, this will be it. At least, you know, for the prosecutor's sake, they have to prove all the facts, all the criteria beyond a reasonable doubt. But with this, definitely we can call the case. Our client's definitely safe now. The only thing we haven't found out is who's the actual murderer. Alright, let's move into the dressing room, I guess. October 19th, Global Studios dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah. Alright, so nothing in the dressing room. I feel like probably we should talk to our client then. Yeah, I don't think the steak thing is going to be relevant to anyone else other than him. October 19th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay, let me present this, maybe. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that whatever. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. So sorry. Okay, not relevant apparently. How about appeals? Okay, no, not even appeals. I'll just talk to you then. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasks? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but this. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? No, nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Tell me. Press. Can't press you. Can you tell me anything about Mrs. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vask's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the same name, Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Oof. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vask came to Global. 5 years ago. Oh. Is there really nothing I can talk about? Nothing at all? I guess we'll move on then. Goodbye. Maybe you have something to talk about the steak? Mr. Bag, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood about thinking. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's move on then. Studio 1, I guess? Outside Studio 1. But I can't go into Studio 1, so I can only go back here. Do you want to talk about steaks? Miss Vasks? She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Oh, why are you showing that to me, Nick? Okay, what about appeals? No, not even appeals. Alright, let me maybe examine here and there, and we'll see. Light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've got it in pretty good shape, looks like it's run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't... Oh yeah, this is the same comments I've had. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. This is where Salmonella and Divas ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. What is odd? Okay. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of this. Get it close, the fence looks... Okay, this is the same thing. So, pretty much nothing. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay, maybe inside the trailer? Oh, I'm out of ideas now. Oh boy, oh great. Examine something in here. Yes, then the march, that's Singing Samurai starring Jackhammer. What the hell do Samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know? Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? Ballet? Ninja ballet. Okay, same thing, sorry. Samurai Dynamite Samurai. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite a star. Is there any trash in the trash bin? Nothing here that could be a clue. There's some paper cups and crumpled documents. Oops. But some green tea. This is where they had the meeting. Now documents and paper cups scattered around. Right, nothing. Window. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. It's fine to October. The dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Alright, it was a waste of my time. Anything I can talk more? No. Let's move away from here then. Maybe something in here I can examine. The entrance to the studio. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have the card game, so I can't go in there today. The Scott, apparently it's Mr. Monkey. Yeah, but I feel like there's nothing I can really examine. Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Oh, yeah, it is a long story. Anything you need to talk about? No. Okay, back to the employee area. I can talk to you. No. Examine more stuff. The plates. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Okay, that's Grail Seal lying there. Ah, they've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, I just kill it off again. That poor assistant. Bum, 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 bum. Anything in the trash? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, guts? Huh, it's so normal. Oh boy, I feel like I'm lost. Oh, why? Okay. Well, never mind. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all of you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Okay. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Ah, I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vask, that producer had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. Okay. What bad stuff? You know, bad stuff. Very bad stuff. What bad? Very, very bad stuff. It's gonna continue on and on like that. This is so ridiculous. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. Left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Well, what do you mean, the last samurai? Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studio is going to change its programming. They are not going to make kids' show anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids' show anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. Want it quiet, you understand? Capiche? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. This, I guess. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. It's not like I will get fired for this. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vask, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vask asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright, we have a lead. Now let's go. Back to Miss Oldback. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? No, we ain't Jack doesn't look so good. Everybody doing that. John is to forget Hammer. Who do they even make? Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Oops, sorry. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Don't kill me. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Her? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, okay. Oh, her name is a pun. A literal pun of Penny and Nichols. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? We were snappers, dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and a recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you even have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss O'Bank, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that to prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. What's the proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pills powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. KH Gamer Dude, thank you for the follow. Is that right? KH stands for Kingdom Hearts or something? But yeah, welcome to the stream. Miss Opac. What's up? It's good. Playing Ace Attorney and voicing all kinds of wacky characters. I hope you'll be able to enjoy. This is not my first playthrough, of course. I played a lot of Ace Attorney games, I would say almost a decade ago. And we're replaying it all over again to kind of have a, revisit childhood. Nah, not really childhood. Revisit nostalgia. Experience nostalgia. Is that how you say it? Anyways. The upcase stands for Kingdom Hearts. Ah, I see. A Kingdom Hearts fan. I would say I'm not really a Kingdom Hearts fan, but I'm really interested in the super complicated lore and as well as the music. I really love the music. I only played, I think, like a side game. I think it's called Chain of Memories or something. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, a Game Boy Advance game, and that's pretty. Other than that, I also played a gacha game which was based on Kingdom Hearts, but I didn't finish it as that one, but it was pretty interesting. Other than that, most of my knowledge about Kingdom Hearts is based on YouTube videos. Playing through the third game right now, and it's good so far. Even as Gage fan, the lore pisses me off. So you could, yeah, I understand it. I've seen a lot of videos trying to summarize the entire thing, but even a summary of it is like an hour long. So yeah, I know. The third Ace Attorney game. I see. I played most of it, except for the latest one. which is called Spirit of Justice. That one I haven't played yet. But anyways, this is me playing Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. I want to, re-experience the entire game, but also at the same time, I've never voiced the characters in the game, so it's a different kind of enjoyment for me. So yeah, I hope your ears are fine, because I'm going to be voicing Old Bag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired. See? Tired of holding it all in. I haven't played Great Ace Attorney, but I want to. Oh, it's a really good game. If you haven't played, I would recommend playing it. Though not the best one, because there are a lot of annoying characters in it, and some mini games that they introduce is kind of annoying as well. But overall, pretty good game, at least for me. I played both the first one and the second one, and all of them are in my YouTube channel as well, completed. Really like it in terms of voicing the game and the overall story as well. Miss Oldback, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasks. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. Did you play the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover game? It's so good. I haven't. I think it's because, I don't know, is it on PC? I haven't really checked out, this sort of like crossover games yet. I think there's like 1 or 2 spin-offs of like that. I played the first one, where a spin-off called Miles Edgeworth Investigations or something, where you use Miles Edgeworth as the main character. Play that one, really good. So I would assume all kinds of Ace Attorney related games are good as well. It's on 3DS, so it's kind of rare, hard to get. I see. Well, I'll try to find out. I'll try to find if it's possible to play it. I am interested in playing, also interested in playing Professor Layton games as well. Just that I'm really bad at them. I would probably have to use a walkthrough to play Professor Layton games because my IQ is really low. But you have to understand, poor old Hammond never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. It's a team investigations. Hey, oh yeah, I met in Layton games too. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something has changed. The older I'm older now. It's been almost a decade already since I last played a Professor Layton game. I haven't played. I think I didn't. I probably finished the first game. Maybe I forgot. I totally forgot. And I tried starting the second game, and then I think I gave up playing the game, and never touched Professor Layton games any further. But I like the music in them, the music, the art style as well. Here, take this. A photograph. Okay. Wait a second. This is a picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs. There. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. The only Layton game I bought is Layton's Mystery Journey 2, if we are counting the crossover games. But how did you get this? was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okay, someone dropped over the fence and died. Which reminded me, this is a movie set, right? Supposed to be where, you know, act out scenes, and everything is supposed to be fake. But apparently, the fence at that studio too is very real. They use real fence for a scene, and make them extra sharp, so that, you know, if an accident happens, someone will definitely die. All right, let's go look at the fence again, I guess. Oh no, we can't look at the fence. We just show the picture to Miss Fox and threaten her to talk to us. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasks, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. Oh, thank you for the head pat. I guess you want to try it. There's a lot of other things if you stay around. Like, I'll you know, there's freebies for you to check out. There's a there's this, since you played Ace Attorney games. These are literally me voicing them all over. Wait, it's not doing it. Oh no! Yeah, now there's a sound. Okay, and then this. Objection. Yeah, oh, these are my original voices. Although, you know, the sound effect is the game's sound effect. And there's a couple of other stuff, but not really related.
Kept you waiting, huh?
And all of them have, I would say most of them have some sort of like voice alert.
That's kind of sus.
Jackie is very good. Well, I practiced. I practiced. Anyways, so yeah, stick around and probably able to trigger them. Obviously, people will trigger more expensive stuff. So yeah. That's kind of sus, yes. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer, where nobody can see you. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So, well, it explains the fence being bent like that. You know, someone dropped over there and bent the fence. Pretty hard and pretty strong fall. Or the person was pretty heavy. Let me see. What? This person... How? Okay, I guess, yeah. Hammer pushed him. So he was like that. I guess he dropped like that. Pretty weird position though. Feel like if I don't know, if you ask me what this picture would show, is that if let's say Hammer pushed him, he probably would not be, you know, laying facing the ground. I would say he would be facing upwards. But, you know, maybe that's just me nitpicking. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Fasks, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammond so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' show for petty change. Seeing Samurai, Samurai-sama, and Time Samurai. Would you watch those movies? I would say they are kind of like references to old samurai movies from maybe the, the black and white era, 1950s maybe. There's a lot of those kind of samurai movies. I think there's one called Lone Warrior or something, or Lone Samurai. There's a lot of them, but I've only heard of them and never really got to see them. But that's it. I've watched a lot of samurai related stuff. Either it's live action or it's anime, but mostly anime. Like the Samurai Afro, Samurai X, Seven Samurai. There's this stupid parodies of some sort. Parody / live action fan movie where they made this sort of like samurai film, short film, but it's crossover together with, I believe, Predators. Yeah, they made Predators a fight. They made samurais fight predators. But yeah, I'm a big fan of samurais. I know, katana and other stuff. So yeah, if he was pushed, he wouldn't have fallen that way. Not really samurai, but I love Yakuza movies. Have you played the Yakuza games then? Because most of my Yakuza content, Yakuza media that I watch is largely from the Yakuza series. And I'm also a very big fan of Yakuza. I played from 0 to the latest one. Well, not the Ishin. Yakuza Ishin. I haven't played Yakuza Ishin. I want to play it, but it's expensive. And waiting for that Yakuza 8. Yeah, waiting for Yakuza 8. Well, now it's called Like a Dragon 2 instead. That's why he was doing kids show for petty change. It's Afro Samurai. I've heard it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. The animation is like really, really good. Play Yakuza Like a Dragon games. Nice, very nice. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammond down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammond's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Alright, let me drink. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, Well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. Redeem the hydrate because you've been doing a lot of reading and talking. Oh, well, you can say that. You can say that. Most of my content is just me talking a lot. Like today, yeah, I'll be playing Ace Attorney. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a live seminar of sorts. So I'll be talking a lot as well tomorrow, where I'll be kind of just looking into what is privacy policy. I'm not sure it would be interesting for people, but it has people made people worry about it. So yeah, I'll be talking about it tomorrow. But other than that, if it's not an action game, and if it's like a visual novel game like Ace Attorney, you'll see me talk a lot as well. I'll be reading a lot of stuff. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. Oh, Dr. Marmot! On the stream on 22nd of 3rd month of 2023, the standing the title more, don't mind me. I see. I get it. But yeah, hello, doctor. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Hey. So how do I call you? Do I call you KH? I guess I call you KH. We have Yakuza here. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should the Evans care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about it. That's where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Okay. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Steve asks, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Gumshoe to the rescue. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Okay. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. You're waiting until we're in danger? Detective Gumshoe! Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Man. Yep, that's why, if you want me to compare with the detective from Great Ace Attorney, I would always prefer Gumshoe. I think there's only been like 2 detectives in entire game, right? I think so. At least the one that constantly appears. But yeah, Gumshoe all the way. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? The Vasks. Oh, is that it? Oh, that was quick. The investigation was rather short, I would say. Yes, save my progress. Yep, definitely saving. Final day. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Miss Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call upon people presented in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss DeVasque to the stand. Miss DeVasque is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? DeVasque, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Hey, Tearwolf! Good morning, Jake. Saying happiness today because I got a job offer. Hope your day is good. Going smoothly. Oh, very good, very good. Yes, I would say this is worthy of a congratulations, Tearwolf. I hope you... How do you say? It's something that you always wanted, or at least it's something once you've gotten it, you're able to have a peace of mind at least. Yes, hope all things works well for you. Well, very well, Miss Vasque. Junior developer, new to real estate. So yes, peace of mind. Ooh, that's really good, really good. Working in a developer office, a developer company, would be prove quite an experience because you will be, I don't know what sort of project you will be dealing with, but will be very helpful regardless. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I knew she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she is guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Not that I want to see her pants down. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of a trailer. We found Hammer's body later. when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
Sounds suspicious. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
Okay, Manila used this van to drive us to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Alright. Day of the murder. Let me press this, I guess. By yourself.
Yes.
And you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse? I don't know what's terse. Wait, I think that's a typo. I think it's supposed to say tense. Right? I don't. Let me check. Wait, terse is a word. Oh, okay. It is not. It's not a typo. Sparing in the use of words. Abrupt, curt, brusque. I see. Good to know. Terse is a word. It's not a typo. Oh dear. Meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Let me press that. Wait, sorry. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation.
Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5.
I think it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio to a van.
Oh, alright.
What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break.
Okay. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. I've had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Right. Contradiction. So yeah. Do I have something like that? I'm gonna look at my employee area. This is not the stick that I need to find out. Then I use this van to drive us to Studio 1 after meeting in the trailer. I don't think this is relevant. I don't think this is relevant. I don't think this is relevant. Nope. 2:15 and 4 p.m. So yeah, it was blocked during that time. So they took a break. Then another duct tape. 2 p.m. Bum bum 7 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. So now 8 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I don't think I have anything to prove this wrong. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. In the meeting. Okay. It's fatigue, so I had Tell take me. I've this. Maybe it's this one? Nope, it's not. Oh! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. No, it's not. Ah! My first mistake. Ah, boy. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. I think it's this one. I'll need to find things. Meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. To be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Wait, no. When did they went to the studio though? Afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. The statement is kind of confusing because this, I think this beginning then at 4 and at 4. So this statement is about after 4 p.m. and then suddenly we are back to when this being Miss Fast being fatigued is before all that. Or was it not before all that? At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. So now 8 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Pictures 2 doesn't really contradict it. 2:30 they took a break. Path was blocked here. Drive us to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. It's blocked between 2:15 and 4 p.m. Oh man, I'm confused, really confused. So I don't want to waste everyone's time, so I'm going to see how to do this. Wait, I searched vast cross-examination, but apparently it came up with Amber Heard's case. Okay. Before the crimes began, just outside that the murder took place during the 15-minute. You need to find the contradiction in the testimony present. The steak plate on a 6 statement at one about eating tick bones. Oh, okay. That's a weird way to contradict. But I guess it makes sense. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. Well, in my mind, I didn't really think about this, is that the plates didn't have any bones on them. It's more like they have disposed it, really. And... right? I don't know. Wouldn't you, after you eat something, dispose of, leftovers? I feel like I would do that. I wouldn't make it so like, there's no T-bones on your plate. It means you didn't eat T-bones. What's this? Now, Mr. Wright. Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Phoenix, did you literally stow a plate and kept its condition? This condition is the same in where you picked it up. So it's pretty gross, pretty gross. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vask and Mr. Manella ate a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Maybe because they thrown away. Miss Vask, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator. Why? I see. And what was Miss Vass doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Fast left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Yes, might be a little. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You said I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well.
Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Why do you say that, Miss Bask? Are you implying something? Any day, Vasks. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? I mean, what?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Well, I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not a murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you. I can't tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then.
Can I present this? Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, it's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have ordered this trial, will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Clover Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Ashworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What
are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss Vask meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. And she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at that trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to this trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammond have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could he have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. Then there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
This! Miss Vask, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Pretty obvious. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Oh. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Miller that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Miller was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course, Sal Miller has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vask could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator, and probably it still contains bits of it in there. Well, Miss Vask, shall I continue? Or the possibility is that she has, you know, the mafia do all that work for her. It's because, as we saw, mafia could be summoned anywhere immediately. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Silence. So, what happens next? Don't. Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just say that. Wait, so you mean the Vask. So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. It's like error, does not compute. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, you just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Yes, I lacked it. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? You did it, Vask. Testify again, Vask. No further questions, Vask. I'd like you to testify again. Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I do testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far, only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vask. Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh my god. Edgeworth, I thought you were really good, but no, you suck. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that a witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vask repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found a body. After they found a body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Alright. I was with Sal and Oldbag, security lady, when we found a body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
Okay. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Twist it. Twist.
Right.
I will... Okay.
Hey, Taylor.
Yes, twist it. Let's see. It was with Saul and old bag the security lady when we found the body. Okay. The assistant was there too, only Powell was absent. Immediately called the police and Powell showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powell and saying he did it. Maybe this one? Let's press this one. Oldbag, security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right. The Steel Samurai. Press harder! Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based only on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning that one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to hammer. I don't think there's anything that I can use. Right. Why do you want to be left? You asked to be left out. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There's no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot of writing on it, with all those bigwigs at a meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Okay. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. What would it do to have them stolen? No, I guess not. Press harder! Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Vass. Please continue.
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasks says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One.
Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasks, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter.
Vasco, just a witness. I don't think, and not just, you know, a normal witness. You could say you're a hostile witness, and would warrant the prosecutor to be, you know, do all this questioning themselves. And yeah, I'm not a litigator. I'm not a lawyer that goes to court, you know, and fight, you know, and do all this stuff. But from what I understand from the things I've seen other lawyers do, also read about, talked about, actually studied about, if a witness that is supposed to be supporting your case suddenly when they are on trial, when they are giving their testimony, and they are not giving testimony that favors you, you can declare them to be hostile to the court, and the court will allow you to, you know, make certain questions that would be not normally allowed. So yeah, I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change the testimony to reflect this reason. I see, that's sensible. Yeah. If a witness, if you're expecting a witness to say a certain thing and told them to say in certain ways and such, but when you start examining them, questioning them, or cross-examining them, suddenly they are not saying the things that you want to say, and they are like making your case worse. So instead of doing that, instead of like letting them speak as much as they want, you ask questions that are more in your favor, in a sense, like more direct questions, leading questions, all that stuff. I knew that Ham was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left them behind. But do I have anything to contradict this? I don't think I have anything to contradict this. So do I press it myself? Hostile witness. Oh yeah. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to pack this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Okay, it's that statement I have to contradict, present something to it. Alright. New Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left him behind. Dragging one leg. Pierce through the chest. Guide map. Path is blocked. Would Sal be able to inform the director? I guess it's logical. Man, this is not found on the table in the employee area. Bears jackhammer's fingerprints. Checks involving jackhammer, digital camera. Contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Block the pair. Knew that. Knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left him behind. What I'm trying to contradict here, I guess, would be, yeah, to show that she wouldn't know where was Sound exactly at that time. Supposedly together with, you know, Hammer and Powers were doing a rehearsal earlier in the morning, so it's a possibility, but I'm leaning on the fact that the path is blocked or something like that. leaning towards this one as for proof. Or could be this one, where it's a photo of the samurai costume, a 2 dragging one leg. But no, that doesn't really contradict it. Knew that Hammer was injured, so I couldn't do any action since I left him behind. Blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. You know what? Don't want to waste everyone's time, so I'm just gonna look at this. What's the answer? But I'm gonna say it's either this monkey's head or the Powers photo. I might be totally wrong though. Vass has clear sleep up again. She said the hammer had been jammed. It was just... Oh, Hammer's... Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hammer was injured. It wasn't Hammer that was injured. So I'm guessing this picture? Man, it's a stretch though. It's a stretch. So I'm guessing it's this one. I haven't seen the answer, truthfully, honestly. I haven't seen the answer. So I'm guessing this one. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, yes! You knew that Hammer was injured. Yeah, I totally... That phrase totally went over my head because I was not thinking... in my brain, I was thinking Powers instead of Hammer being injured. But then, alright. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in a run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vask, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything on Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh! And when was he doing this? Well, would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume, went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vask, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vask. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Well, their life is on the line. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed a victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vask's motive in this murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vask? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vask's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. It's all puns now. His fall from stardom. You know, the hammer falling. Anyways, his guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Devask, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Devask, not the way around. What motive would Miss Vask have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vask's motive for murder. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. Yes, I know it's contradictory, but bear with me. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vask did was push him off the stairs. In self-defense. I'm sorry. Okay. What's that now? What's that now? I probably would not say self-defense. I would just say she did it. Well, whether it's for self-defense or not, you know, that's a different thing. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vask. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel chamois costume. Jack Hammer went all the way to... Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security ladies into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? Are we talking limericks now? Yes, we are. To kill Devask, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. Okay, that's... Compared to almost all the killers, she is the most calm one. So, you did do it. You did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah! Oh, no, I have no idea who this is. Ah, Miss Bass. Maybe it's Salmonella. Ah, Miss Bass. What? What happened here? Wait, Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Wait, oh, this is 5 years ago, I think. Manuel. Oh, this is Hammer talking, I guess. I think this is Hammer talking. But I have no idea how to voice back Hammer, I guess. Mr. Vask, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer's doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch me, Miss Mask! No! Okay, please don't die. Please. So who's the person who died? I have no idea. Manuel? It's another... We have never really known who that person is 5 years ago that got killed. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. That dialogue was very confusing because there's no visual representation. Mr. Ashworth, where's the Vasks? In a waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm, as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent, as he should be found. So it's only natural, not a miracle. Wait, I think you shouldn't say was, because it means he's dead. Powers is not dead yet. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yay! Woo! Nice. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I now know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vask, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Show evidence? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... I'm going to say this, but I don't want to make a mistake because I know when I make a mistake I won't be able to do this again. So I'm going to check. Path to glory. Yeah, oh, you can actually... There's actually 2 evidence. I will show you this instead. Path to glory. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and it's the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Bad news. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Yes? Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? It was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vask would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Yep, you know, maybe this is like the birth of the shipping between Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth. And the rest is, you know, history. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. What do you mean by that, Phoenix Wright? What sort of feelings are you saying? Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. The moment I saw you, feelings came about. Feelings. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's why I came here to tell you. It sounds very... If you have no idea the context of it, it sounds very sus. You know, it's worth a redeem of this.
That's kind of sus.
Alright. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if? They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? We had a past. Let's all be cryptic. make people question. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids' shows again. Pink Princess! Nick, this is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine. I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I'm sorry. WP as the Pink Princess? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real powers. The end. Yay! Very good, very good. Very nice. So far, the pace at how I finished the games has been pretty safe in a sense. Like, roughly 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Alright. We have a brand new episode, and I believe this is the last one for this game. So, yeah. In my memory, this was a pretty long game. I guess it's not. I guess it wasn't really a long game. But yes, we're going to be finishing Phoenix Wright. So, that's interesting. Last one until the bonus episode. Oh, is that a bonus episode? I didn't know about that. But yes, let's make sure we save this time. Okay. Yep, definitely saved. So before I end, I want to read the epilogue. Not really the epilogue, of what really happened, because I'm confused, and right now I'm opening up this walkthrough, and it kind of explains everything. So yeah, about 5 years ago, Jack Hammer, T-Vasks, and a fellow co-worker, Manu. Oh yeah, the dude that died is called Manu. Were rehearsing for an action film. At Studio 2, Hammer pushed Manu off the steps and onto the sharp fence of a flower bed, which punctured his chest, killing him. The paparazzi caught the moment, but was marked by Wendy Oldbag, big fan of Hammer, and silenced by Vask before he could release it to the press. Vask, with ties to the mafia, prevented the photo from going to the press and used the incident to blackmail Hammer, whose career went downhill. Eventually, he became the evil magistrate and was given little payment. After 5 years, Hammer then decided he had enough and meant to end it once and for all. To do that, he had to kill Vask. I don't think Hammer really thought through this plan. So what if he managed to kill Vask? I don't think that's gonna help him with his career. I think it's only a spur of the moment. He just wanted to kill Vask and nothing else. There's no other ulterior motive. Yeah. Anyways, on October 15th, Will Powers injured his left ankle during practice. During lunch later that day, Hammer added sleeping pills to Powers' lunch, which made Powers eventually take a nap. Hammer then stole the Steel Samurai costume from Powers' dressing room. He then put it on and headed towards Studio 2, dragging his left foot on his way to imitate Powers' injury, passing Oldbag and a security camera. Hammer reached the Studio 2 where Sal, Manella, and Vask were coming out of the trailer for a lunch break. Things didn't go as Hammer planned, as Vask pushed him onto the vents on the flower bed during a struggle, and Hammer was killed just like the incident 5 years ago, in the bushes. Cody Hackins witnessed the incident and took a few pictures. Oh yeah, so that is what Cody witnessed. Yeah. Realizing she was in trouble, Vask, with help from Manila, cleaned up the crime scene. They threw the bloody Steel Samurai costume into the incinerator, and were able to get to Studio 1 with body before anyone else, because they took the van instead of walking. Once there, they dressed Hammer in his evil magistrate costume and placed the samurai spear next to his body. When the body was found, everyone assumed Powers did it, because the murder weapon appeared to be his spear. Alright, so that clears up a few things, especially about Cody Hackins, the kid who took a picture of, the Steel Samurai being dead, but didn't want to post it, didn't want to share it, and deleted it instead. But strangely, the kid doesn't say there were 3 people, as I remember. The kid only mentioned 2 people. I'm assuming the bad, where he said that there was one bad guy, and
the Steel Samurai, and assuming the bad guy is Vask and Steel Samurai is Hammer, but nothing mentioning about the director, Sal Manella. But then from this explanation, apparently Sal Manella is with the producer at that time, which is logical. They had lunch together. So yeah, whether or not it was defense, hard to say. Since I'm not really a criminal lawyer, and my self-defense studies into cases where people plead self-defense is a bit blurry. But as I understand, it requires very, very clear-cut, clear proof that if you killed someone through self-defense, there has to be undeniable proof of it. So if how do you say, Vask was charged for murder, she will have to prove self-defense, and I think it will be very difficult for her to say that because of how she has went about disposing the body and everything, so very difficult. Even if she had Sal Manella backing her up, as well as everyone else that probably happens to know about it, other than the kid, right? The only thing that might help Vask prove that she was indeed killing Hammers in self-defense. The kid will be the only one with the credibility, because the kid is not affiliated with anyone with the studio. Hypothetically, we're talking about is all hypothetically, but logically speaking, that would what happen, right? And that would be the next thing to happen to Vask. Vask will not get out scot-free. We're just assuming it's self-defense. It has to be proven in a different trial, right? Where Vask gets charged for murder. And yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this. And for those that are watching in the VOD, I hope you like it. And click on the like, comment what you think about this case if you want to, and also subscribe for more videos or content in the future. So yeah, bye everyone. Bye.